Good morning, everyone. You know how I like to do impromptu, right? I know. I worked last night at the hospital, so I'm super tired and really punchy today. So I am my original Reiki chakra chair that I did. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Stormy. So great news. Winds of Change is here. This is all about wind energy. There's a few other elements mixed in here, but this is my witchy vibe. I thought it would be great to have for Samhain coming up this fall, but it's great all year round. So welcome to my private space. I have prepared our space. We are in a safe container. I'm going to go ahead and do some more Palo Santo. And we'll just continue. So the cards came in. So I'm going to be spending all day lovingly, with intention, infusing with magic and love, all of the Winds of Change Oracle that you've all been waiting for. So I want to thank you so much. This is one of my favorite decks. The designs are amazing. So I'm very proud of it. Of course, I'm not seeing any comments. I mean, this is typical. I don't know how to fix this Facebook, but we're just going to pull some cards and show you what's going on. They are available right now on the website. I am getting everyone who pre-ordered your packages are going out today. If you want to join me in this, I'm going to call it an inauguration ceremony, right? I do a little something anyway when the decks come, kind of a blessing. But I wanted to share with you what we're doing. So let's pull cards, shall we? I can't wait to show you. I do want to say a heartfelt thank you to my friend Cara Weaver, who has been so supportive. I have her and her daughter love the decks, and she was calling it a legacy. And that inspired me, so I had to put them in my Winds of Change. So this is our beautiful friend here in the community, Cara, and this is her gorgeous daughter. And I was able to channel their spirit and channel kind of their essence, and they will now forever share their essence as a part of a legacy with these decks. So as a lot of you know, I do that with the decks a lot. A lot of people here in the community become a part of this. So these are not just mine, they're everybody's. So I'm going to go ahead and read you their cards first. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Marianne. So excited that you guys are here. And again, I'm not seeing comments right away. I don't know how to fix that, but we're just going to roll with it and see if comments show up, okay? So this is Cara's card, and I tried to capture her essence of who she is, and she's definitely forest fae, forest witchy vibes. So her card in the Winds of Change, Whisper of the Forest Witch. And these cards are a little bit different. So these cards are more of an invocation. These cards are spirits that you can call on to come to you to help you with situations. So it's a little bit different than what we've done before, but again, that just makes, if you're collecting all the decks, that makes them all standalone or something different and something unique. So no matter what you're working with or what you're doing, if it's an oracle message, if it is a spell, if it is a prophecy, if it is calling on a certain spirit to help you, that's what this one is, Winds of Change. So this is Cara's card, and this is Whisper of the Forest Witch. I am the source of the song, the first sound before the call. I am the magic in the marrow, the spell that shaped the wild. I am the mother of creatures, healer of wounded earth. Fox dances for me, owl watches with my wisdom. The wolf howls in my memory. If you pulled this card, sorry, just got a notification. If you pulled this card, something ancient is stirring, a gift once given, returning. You were never separate, only quiet. Now is the time to remember. You carry the forest's voice. Let it rise. Isn't that cool? So the Forest Witch is here to help you with the energy, invoking everything for healing that comes from the forest animals, the earth, all of those things. So if you're needing that healing and energy, you will call on the Forest Witch. And then her daughter is such a beautiful soul, and she graduated high school this year. And this is actually, I took both of their images, and so her daughter does not have red hair currently, but she has a lot of vixen energy, so I made her a little vixen witch. So this is Whisper of the Vixen Witch. I am the laugh in the leaves, the trill between trees, the song that makes you look up even when no one is there. I do not walk the path, I dance through it, barefoot, bold, and burning with play. The forest knows me by my sound. You know, foxes have a very unique sound, and they're always kind of laughing and chattering, and it's very unique. So that is what what she's talking about. I bring the magic of mischief, the art of knowing without asking, the call that says, come alive. If you've pulled this card, you are being summoned to sing your soul's sound, to charm the wild back into your veins. So this is a light-hearted card. This is if you are weighed down and feeling that the world is just too much sometimes. The fox reminds you to laugh and mischief and romp and play and be that little vixen. So you would call on that energy to help bring some lightheartedness or some fun to the situation. So hi guys, again, I'm so glad that everyone is here today. I'm going to keep pulling some cards, and I'm sorry, I will have to go back and see comments. Not sure. It's like we were doing so good for a while, and then I don't know. But I do appreciate you guys being here and being in my space. And again, I've got the chakra Reiki chair behind me holding space for us. I anointed this space with lavender because this is a very lavender, earthy feel, even though they're winds of change. You know, scent and aromatic is wind energy. So the medicinal part might be earth energy, but the scent and the smell of it is wind energy. So let's pull another card, shall we? And how cool is my private little space? I've got all my books and all of my magic right there. And then, oh my gosh, sorry, losing you guys. And then I've got my messy desk right now. And then of course, oh my gosh, hold on. And then of course I've got where I keep my altars and crystals and other special magic things there. So you have been invited into my little sacred space. Okay, let's pull another card. Energy for today. What do we need to call and invoke for today? And this is for the collective, and I feel that this card is definitely something for everyone to remember. Oh, how about this? The Witches of Destiny. Wow, I know. He's got well, the three of them. So, hi Jade, hi sweetie. I mean, why do the Witches of Destiny all have to be women? I thought it would be sexy to do the men, you know. Little twist on the Greek and Roman mythology with them. Okay, so this is our card for the collective today. Hey, Cara, you'll have to go back and watch the replay, sweetie. I just did a, I just read your card and your daughter's card and kind of explained how that manifested. So you have to go back and watch that if you haven't seen that yet. But this is the Witches of Destiny. And again, I can't see comments. I'm not being rude. I don't know how to fix it, guys, but hopefully it'll fix itself soon. Our Witches of Destiny. So collectively, this is the energy today. Whisper of the Witches of Destiny. We are the ones who see the pattern before the thread is ever spun, the ones who laugh softly when mortals call it coincidence. We do not predict, we pull. We do not warn, we weave. And when you draw this card, we are already in motion. You feel it, don't you? That tug in your belly, that flicker behind your eyes. You're standing at the spindle now. Will you wind the thread, or will you let it wind you? Pull with purpose, walk with boldness, and for the love of all things wicked, don't look away. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so what I was trying to say with this, what the Witches of Destiny are trying to say, is there are certain threads that were meant to come our way, but we get to control how those are spun or weaved. So if you feel that you don't have any control, that's not true. You do. So just because certain threads are destined, the outcome is your choice, right? So I love that card. So that is collectively for us today. Let's pull another one, shall we? I'm so in love. I'm glad that this came so early and that I was able to provide this for you. I was able to get, I ordered 18 decks because you have to order so many at a time. And so I got 18 decks in, and hoping that if they're popular and people want the pre-order, these were going to come out in August, but to get ready for Samhain. But you guys get the first round. So, all right, let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm going to pull these next two because one is the Primal Witch, and I had so much fun creating him. There's a lot of cat, panther, tiger energy in my field, my guides, and so he is the Primal Witch, and I tap into him a lot. And then my own personal wand that I created into a card. It was so much magic. I got it from Georgia, from Elemental Goddess. Sorry, my throat. Worked late shift last night and got up early so that I can box everyone's cards and get them sent out today. But I ordered that wand from her. She has a wand maker, and just the leather, the tooling, the quartz crystal on the end, but inside she filled it with sandstone. And then it's wrapped in copper as well. So the energy the minute I saw it, I knew it was for me. And it is a very powerful wand. So let's do the Whisper of the Primal Witch. And I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see him. I don't know with the glare, but Whisper of the Primal Witch. I am the magic before words, the instinct before thought, the growl beneath the breath. So I imagine like a big cat in a forest that you don't see, but you hear that growl. I think it's amazing. And it's not lion, because lions roar, but tigers and panthers and jaguars, they growl, right? You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present, rooted, wild, true. I give you the gift of primal power, the kind you feel in your bones, the kind that moves when you do. No spell, no ritual, just knowing. When you're ready to walk barefoot into your own becoming, I'll be there. So it's kind of an invitation for you to come into your primal self and forget all of the contemporary stuff that is in our way and go back to your natural instincts. I love that card. And then we've got the wand. And I love this one, and this is my powerful tool, and it's so powerful enough that I can put it in this deck and share it with everyone. So this energy is infused in this card. So you get to share with that energy. Whisper of the wand. I am the extension of your will, the bridge between vision and reality. I do not wonder, I do not wait. With me, thought becomes form, desire becomes motion, energy becomes magic. Not someday, now. If you've pulled this card, your power is ready to move, not just to dream, but to do. You don't need permission, you need precision. Isn't that cool? I'm like a proud mom over here. Just like every time I birth a deck, it's so cool. So, hi Lisa, or Lita, I'm sorry. You know what? I wear bifocals and they told me recently that I need trifocals. And I'm like, oh, for the love. To be an artist and to be in healthcare and to have your vision go, it's a very humbling thing. So I'm just hoping I get a hold on to my vision for as long as I have. And that's why I work so feverishly to kind of finish projects, because there's no guarantee, right? There's no guarantee. And I'm trying to learn ways, like when I set up my house and when I do things, everything is put in the same spot all the time so I can find it as if I can't see. And so I'm very particular about that. And if something moves and I can't find it, I ask my husband, where did it go? I mean, if I need to find it, it has to be in the same spot. So I learned that when I worked with people with disabilities and those that were blind, to have that security of knowing that it gets put in the same spot all the time. So I'm kind of doing that for myself. So hi Sherry, hey love. So the Earth Keepers and the Winds of Change are going out today. Hi baby love. Oh my God, everyone say hello to the sexiest man that ever is and ever was. Scott Thomas is here. This man is delicious and he's here supporting me. And y'all don't know how much that means, because he's actually at work right now. And we've talked about how important it is to get support. And so he's here supporting me. So I love him to death. Love him to death. Love him to pieces. This man. So I'm pulling this card for my hubs. Scott Thomas gets the Phoenix card. Meow, baby, meow. You're my Phoenix. Whisper of the Sacred Phoenix. I am the fire that ends and begins, the sacred blaze that burns away what no longer serves, the spark that rises from ash, from sorrow, from soul. Do not fear your endings. They are invitations to ignite, to shed the skin of the past, and to remember who you truly are, a being of fire and flight. I bring the gift of transformation, not through ease, but through courage, not through comfort, but through truth. If you pulled this card, you are being called to rise higher than you ever have. So my husband is my phoenix, and he helps me rise higher than I ever have. I couldn't do any of this without him and his support. So I love you, baby. And again, I'm sorry I'm not seeing your comments, so I'm sure there's all kinds of comments, but okay. I'm gonna do 3 final cards just as teasers because these came up, and then I pulled this one, and then the one underneath I said I need to share this message, and then the final one, which is why your decks will come scented almost like lavender. So I will be anointing these in a lavender in honor of one of my favorite witches in this deck, and the Lavender Witch. So we'll finish with her. This is the White Witch. Isn't she cool? White Witch spell. I call upon divine light to guide my craft. By power of magic, I honor the path. With mystic might, my gifts I awaken. Let my spirit be healed and expanded. So the White Witch, she's kind of like, she's the light of the deck, and she kind of keeps everything within the intention. Whether you're working with light or shadow, she kind of keeps that energy in the container, which is intended. And that is that which doesn't serve our highest good is not allowed in this deck or in this space. So it's really sacred, and she's holding that energy, and she's keeping this deck sacred and safe. Okay. Isn't this cool? So there are light codes and runes and such on my wolf cards. So it was important to have sacred helpers and sacred tools in this deck. So you'll see a lot of magical, whether they be spirit guides, familiars, or magical creatures, just like the Phoenix. This is the sacred wolf. So he is kind of a spirit guide. Whisper of the sacred wolf. I speak the language of wind, of breath between trees, of howls that carry through time, through dream, through soul. I bring the gift of sacred communication. So as I'm reading this, I hope that all of you can hear a wolf howl in the mountains, and then miles away an answer, a howl call back, and all under a sacred moon. How cool is that? Community, communication, not only words but meaning. If this card finds you, listen not just with your ears but with instinct. There's a message meant only for you. I also bring the bond of pack, of purpose, of unwavering loyalty. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. How's that for a community card? I love it. I'm so excited. I've waited a long time. And we're going to finish. Excuse me. I need something. And let's finish with our Lavender Witch. She's the healing balm in the deck, right? I could go on and on and on, but if you're still interested in this deck, I'm finishing all the pre-orders, so what's available now on the website is available, and it will ship today since I'm home. If you order, it ships. Otherwise, it'll be the rest of the week too. And remember, my website, and I didn't really think this through because it was the name that came to me, but people are like, now what is that again? It's really hard to find. It's Wicked Charming Wild Grace. wickedcharmingwildgrace.com. Otherwise, you can also DM me. Hi, Jennifer. You can also DM me and I'll send you the link. But this is available now. And for size comparison, they are perfect for people with small hands too. I know there are some decks that can get really big, but I have small hands and I'm always like, it's really hard to shuffle cards that are bigger than this. So they're almost, I believe they're like almost 3 by 5, a little bit more than that. So yeah. So this is the Lavender Witch. Whisper of the Lavender Witch. I am the breath you forgot to take, the sigh that melts your shoulders, the hush in the middle of chaos. Come closer. You do not need to carry it all, not tonight. I give you the gift of release from worry, from weight, from what ifs. You are allowed to rest, to pause, to simply be. I am the balm of the overthought, the kiss to your temples, the hand on your heart that says, shh, it's okay now. Let the day fall away. Let your mind soften. Let your breath deepen and feel your soul return to your body. There's no urgency here. Only lavender, only time and grace. I am the Lavender Witch. She is my gift to all of you to feel comforted, to feel surrounded, to feel supported. And I will continue to read more and share more as it goes. For those of you that have ordered, they are shipping out. For those of you that would love to support a small, independent artist, healer, friend, it's wickedcharmingwildgrace.com. And remember, energy is reciprocity. So I am sending all the love out to you all. I think about you guys and I think about this community and I feel so blessed and I'm so grateful that we are friends. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Love you. Bye.